Hi, my name is Emery Martin, and I'm an artist, educator, and technologist based in Los Angeles. My background is in animation and music, along with computer programming. My work primarily deals with large data sets, systems, and the logic of systems, and how they affect society. This piece is a 3D printed hyperobject that investigates Los Angeles commutes. So this piece is going to be in a show called Abstract Visions, curated by James McDevitt at Cerritos College. And the show is going to be looking at how artists deal with information and data through abstract form. With this piece, I'm looking to attempt to convey or represent commutes within Los Angeles. And in this case, I'm specifically offering up myself and my commutes, the data from them that I've collected over the years, as a data set in which to explore that with and to engage with. The data itself is there to attempt to concretize what that sort of everyday, sort of invisible process that we engage in, a commute, driving from point A to point B, day in, day out, 365 days a year, not necessarily 365 days a year, hopefully, but 5 days a week, which is a pretty large, expanse of time. And to describe that is something that's physical that people can see, and they can look at an object and see this is where this person started at this particular day at this particular time, and this is where they ended, and see all of the sort of embedded decisions throughout that route. Whether it's they chose one particular road that had, say, traffic on it, or had a bad surface, or just a weird erratic driving on a particular day. All of that's embedded within the object itself, and it's almost a sort of like sample data set out of a larger continuum. So the piece is made using, it starts off as GPS, as XML, and then it goes into an application I wrote in Processing, the open source programming language in IDE. And then from there, the 3D form gets made and mapped and everything. Then for cleanup, that happens in Cinema 4D, and the resulting STL then gets checked in NetFab, and then it's been sent over to get printed on Airwolf's Axiom 3D printers. Why the Axiom 3D printer? Primarily because of its large build volume, and that enclosed and heated build plate was going to contribute to allow us, or rather was going to allow us to build very large ABS parts without any sort of bending or warping like you'd see on other printers. Writing the software, oddly enough, was really simple to convert GPS data into 3D space, but to actually get the model prepped in a way that's printable, that is a little bit challenging because it's extremely complex, very odd geometry, lots of moving back and forth inside of the object to try and find ways to build out the internal walls and structures and stuff. Airwolf 3D was kind enough to donate a ton of time on their printers, on their print cluster, to actually help realize this piece in time for the upcoming show that the piece is going to be in, along with the man hours of watching the printer and just being really gracious about helping us out in getting out the word about the show and the piece. And they're also very friendly. I also want to say thanks to Kirsten Hovland for spending some time looking over and double checking the parts before they got made into the STLs to send for printing. I also want to say thank you to Mickey at Cerritos College for contributing time on the printers under his purview and for helping along the process and getting us connected with Airwolf.